Hey everyone, if you've ever struggled to spot birds high up in the trees or missed a tiny detail while hiking because your binoculars just weren't powerful enough, I've got something that might change that for you. I recently tested out this high-power monocular from Amazon, and it's actually pretty impressive for the price. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, I know what you're thinking, why a monocular instead of binoculars? Well, this thing is super compact and lightweight, so it fits easily in a pocket or a small bag. That makes it perfect for tossing in your backpack before heading out for a hike or a bird-watching session. The 8x32 magnification is solid for getting a closer look at distant objects without the bulk of traditional binoculars. I took it out to the park the other day, and I was able to spot a woodpecker way up in a tree without any trouble. The clarity was really sharp, even at that distance. I was pleasantly surprised by how well it performed, especially considering the size and weight. One thing I love about this monocular is how easy it is to handle. The thick pipe diameter gives it a sturdy feel, so it doesn't wobble when you're trying to focus. I've used some cheaper models where the image just shakes around, but this one stays steady. Plus, it's waterproof, which is a huge plus if you're out in unpredictable weather. I accidentally dropped it in a puddle once, and it was totally fine, no fogging or anything. That kind of durability is exactly what you want when you're spending money on outdoor gear. You don't want to be worried about your equipment failing you in the middle of a hike or a bird-watching excursion. Another feature that surprised me was the zoom capability. It's not just a fixed magnification. You can adjust it to get a closer look at whatever you're observing. I used it to check out the details on a building across a lake, and the zoom worked really well without losing much clarity. It's not as powerful as a telescope, but for a monocular, it's more than enough for casual use. The HD lens also makes colors pop, so if you're into bird watching or nature photography, this could be a great tool to have. I was able to see the vibrant colors of the birds I was watching, which was really cool. Portability is another big win here. It folds down into 3 sections, so it's about the size of a large pen when you're not using it. That means you can carry it anywhere without it taking up space. I clipped it onto my belt loop one day just to see how it felt, and it was surprisingly comfortable. No strain on your neck or shoulders like you might get with heavier binoculars. I also appreciate that it comes with a carrying case, which is a nice touch. It's not the most durable case in the world, but it's better than nothing. Now, I should mention that this isn't a professional-grade monocular, so don't expect the same level of detail as something you'd pay hundreds for. The field of view is a bit narrow, so it can take some getting used to if you're used to wider views. Also, the focus knob is a little stiff at first, but it loosens up after a few uses. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's worth noting if you're someone who likes things to move smoothly right out of the box. I did find that it took a little practice to get the hang of focusing it, but once I got the hang of it, it was easy. I also wanted to talk a bit about the build quality, because I think it's one of the monocular's strongest points. The materials feel solid and durable, and the construction is well done. I didn't notice any loose parts or rough edges, which is always a good sign. It feels like a well-made product, and I think it will hold up well over time. Of course, only time will tell, but I'm optimistic about its longevity. Overall, though, this monocular is a fantastic budget-friendly option for anyone who needs something portable and reliable. Whether you're into bird watching, hiking, or just want a closer look at distant scenery, it does the job without breaking the bank. The build quality is solid, the image is clear, and it's easy to carry around wherever you go. If you're on the fence about whether this is the right monocular for you, I'd say give it a try. It's not going to replace your high-end gear, but for the price, it's a great starter option. I think it's a good choice for anyone who wants to try out bird watching or nature observation without committing to a big purchase. And who knows, you might just find that you love it and want to upgrade to something more advanced. Either way, I think this monocular is a solid choice, and I'm happy to recommend it. Check it out using the link below if you want to see more details or make a purchase.